But where did he get the bald men? I don't remember if I heard where he said that he got them from.
Ordered 20 bald men from the internet and asked them to come to my lair.
He ordered them from the internet. He doesn't say where specifically. Is there a bald man web shop? Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress, and if you didn't know yet, I stream live on Twitch. So if you would like to see me play games or hang out with me in my community, please go to twitch.tv/vtuber.cypress. Today, we'll be watching a video by Fosh. This is I hired 20 bald men for a wedding proposal. This video got recommended to me in my Discord server. So yeah, I am like very excited to see what this is about. The title is very interesting.
This is me wearing a bald cap with 19 actual bald men about to write a wedding proposal on their heads, one letter at a time.
Feels like I'm in a condom.
But who are we proposing to? Let me introduce you to Elise.
Hi,
She's the
Elise.
long-time girlfriend of subscriber Ollie.
The groom-to-be. Well, I hope so.
And he reached out a couple of months ago asking for my help with a proposal which he wanted to be, and I quote, incredibly unique.
I mean, unique it really is, yes.
I think I can help out with that.
Because everyone seems to be proposing in the same way these days. On the beach, done that.
That is true. It's always on a place with a nice scenery or like a place that the girl really likes overseas, blah, 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 blah. But a proposal with bald men. First time I've heard of that.
Paris, back of the queue. In Times Square, normally doesn't end well.
Disney World.
So I'm going to give Ollie and Elise, for better or for worse, a moment that they never forget.
There is no turning back now.
This is the story of how I assembled 20 bald men,
Nice to meet you. Hello, guys.
painted
bald
individual
men.
letters on their heads, and orchestrated the maddest wedding proposal of all time.
It's go time.
But how would security react when they see a group of 20 bald men? And more importantly, would she say yes?
That is so funny, man.
What did she say? Time to plan a proposal. I have got two instructions. Number one, Ollie wants to propose to Elise at King's Cross St Pancras Station. It's a very special place for them. And number two,
Is it maybe you're like right at the first date or something? Or right at the first met?
it needs to be the most unique proposal of all time. My first thought was a sign. You know, I'm a sign guy. I've done this sign. I've made this sign.
Oh, where is the airport?
And I've made this sign.
Where did the toothpaste meet the toothbrush? Outside the tube.
There is a problem with this. King's Cross St Pancras, you are not allowed any big signage. Which
Oh, really? It is generally not legal to put up signs, posters, or stickers at King's Cross Station or any London Underground station without prior permission. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
which is why I've decided to opt for a slightly more portable route.
The bald
Bald
man.
men. It's a heist, baby.
So with all good heists, I needed to get the gang together, and I had ordered 20 bald men from the internet and asked them to come to my lair, a rented workspace in central London, which was of course having some technical issues.
Hey. Try turning it off and on again.
With the
I do find it funny. Is he gonna do a presentation, but the only thing that they need to do is like have a letter on their head, right, and just stand there?
screen now working, I greeted my follically challenged friend.
Unless he's gonna introduce the people that they're proposing to. Wait, what?
Hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Hello, Tom. Thanks for coming. Please take a seat. Find
Oh
your
my
next.
god, I just find it so funny that all these bald men actually showed up for this.
How are you all doing today, guys?
The Bald Summit!
Yeah, good. Very nice. Fantastic. Welcome to Ball Summit 2026, sponsored by Head & Shoulders. First question I have
Pulse in my head and shoulders, okay?
for all of you, do you use shampoo or soap? Raise your hand if you use shampoo. Raise your hand if you use soap. Wow, it's the modern day Brexit situation. We're splitting hairs at this point.
With
Bad bald
niceties,
jokes number one.
I laid out the plan.
You'll be assigned a letter. We will then have that letter painted onto your wonderful, beautiful heads, which, when all spelled out together, will say, Elise, will you marry me?
I mean, it's actually kind of cute, I guess.
We'll be scattered, and at my command, we will all coagulate and join one large group. We'll take off our hats, and there it will spell out, Elise, will you marry me? And hopefully she then says yes. Ollie has told me that they plan to then honeymoon in Turkey. Have any of you guys been to Turkey?
Wait, that's a bald joke? Have any of you been to Turkey? I don't get it. What's the bald joke?
Is a very bold proposal,
Oh, that one I got.
and I need you to not get ahead of yourself here.
With bad puns and briefing aside, I handed out their assignments.
Stephen L.
and the atmosphere was electric.
Reg, aye, Captain. This is going to require precision. This is going to require teamwork. This is going to require vaguely flirting the rules and laws around King's Cross St Pancras Station.
And whilst me and my crew were doing our part, groom-to-be Ollie was busy.
He was practicing how to kneel down to propose. I mean, it has to be perfect. You need to practice this weeks before.
Undergoing extensive training.
Good. You do not want to pull a muscle while you're there doing your proposal and then it's ruined, right?
Wanting to match Ollie's dedication, I made sure that my men were 100% committed to their new identities.
But OU is
Can't. They're zooming in on their bald head.
no longer your name. Your name.
Wanting to match Ollie's dedication, I made sure that my men were 100% committed to their new identities.
But OU is no longer your name. Your name is R. What's your name?
My name is R.
Correct. What's your backstory for R? Where did R grow up? Reigate.
Holy shit, they need to change their whole identities now, okay?
Very good. Who's your favourite band, M?
Of
Thank you.
I was
course.
no longer looking at a group of men, but instead
You're looking at letters.
a team of letters. And these bald eagles were ready to fly.
Bad bald
The
jokes.
next time we'll be
fine.
meeting would be the day of the proposal.
Right, today is the big day. It's the day of the proposal. I have 20 bald men that I need to write letters on. So I have taken over this shop.
Yep, I'd assembled my team of hairless heroes in a local barbershop where my makeup artist would be transforming them into their assigned letters.
Oh my gosh.
Right, bald me up, baby.
It was time to join my bald brothers by having my hair completely covered up by a bald cap.
Feels like I'm in a
Becoming
condom.
bald.
The morning was off to a fine start.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
Heads were being
I kind of
painted,
want to have a bald. I kind of want to have a bald cap as well, just to know what I look like when I'm bald.
friends were being made, and others were just catching up on their homework.
My revenge in the simplest way.
Meanwhile, whilst all this silliness was taking place, 100 miles up north, a very nervous Ollie and his potential fiancée were heading to London.
I've just had a message from Ollie. They have left the station. The package is inbound. There is no turning back now. This proposal is going to happen whether we like it or not. Whether she
Whether we like it or not, why would you guys not like it? You only have to be there and be bald.
says yes or not, that is the bigger question.
It wasn't just Ollie who was feeling the nerves.
This is going to be quite nervous.
I mean, I guess so. Like, what if it was someone that cannot take a joke, right? There are some people that would not find this funny. I would feel very embarrassed by it.
Yeah, I'm nervous for the guy. I hope she says yes. I'm divorced twice. Probably not the best guy to talk about.
She might say no, so I'll put that bald man down there.
I prefer the bald man down there. I'm sorry, sir. She's not gonna get interested in you, I think.
Thought I'd never propose again to anyone, but here I am today.
The letters were racking up, and even I was starting to look the part.
Mr. Potter, the boy who lived, come to die.
With a countdown to our couple's arrival well and truly on, the time for joking was over.
The timer has very much started.
We are pushing it slightly for time, but hopefully we should be good.
As we trooped on, the final few letters were almost done.
All done.
And I had officially joined Team Baldilocks.
That is amazing.
A couple of brushstrokes later, the final letter was complete. Let's go. With the paint on my head barely dry, it was time for my next challenge, herding 19 bald men across central London.
Right, I'm going to do a quick roll call to see if we've got everyone. E. Just say here. Oh, that's me. That's me. I think we're missing 2.
Which was really rather difficult.
There's one more person in the loo, is that right? Is everyone's here? Right, let's go. We're all here. It's this way. There we go, great start. Every good heist requires...
Wait, she has to say yes. Her husband got 20 men to cooperate for this proposal.
getaway van. It's a ferry, members of the heist to and from the scene. We're just waiting for the 205. It's a bit late at the moment though.
And with the clock ticking, here I was cramming 19 men into a single-decker bus on our way to a literal real-life proposal.
It seems like a normal school/work day in the bus.
It's showtime. follow me. I'm the Pied Piper of helmets.
We were marching towards our location, but before we could enter the station, we needed a pre-proposal rehearsal. We would only
They didn't prepare this before? I thought they would have prepared this during the Bald Summit of 2026.
one shot at this, and I needed to make sure that everyone knew their marks.
Will you marry me? We're giving everyone out individual earpieces because we're all going to be scattered across King's Cross. We need to make sure we can communicate with each other. And then will you, the second line, just line up in front. I'm going to have the master one. Marry me just in front of them, one by one. I'm going to say it right. E, go. L, go. And everyone's going to come from across the station together. And voila. Elise, will you marry me?
I love that he just has a question mark on his head.
I had done all the prep I could, and it was time to head to King's Cross.
No going back now, but on the way, walking to King's Cross at the moment. It's so nerve-wracking, like, oh, it's a silly YouTube video, but this is just someone genuinely proposing to their partner.
Yeah, I get it though from his perspective, because he had to come up with something original, right? So it kind of will feel like if she would say no, it will kind of feel like it's his fault, even though it's not. It's not his fault at all if it would happen. But I get it. I would feel very nervous as well.
There were 5 years.
And the Lovebirds train was only minutes away.
We're nearly there. We'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Beware, the train station.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder where she thinks they're going.
Luckily, my crew were already in position at said station.
We've got the lads here, all looking very inconspicuous.
And hidden amongst the crowd was a final addition to the crew, a violinist ready to serenade the couple in their happy moment. Operation Shiny Dome had begun, with each agent under strict instructions to blend in as your average London commuter while keeping an eye out for the train's arrival.
I think their train's a couple of minutes late. It's going to arrive apart from 9.
2 minutes late is early, to be fair.
That's true for the UK.
2 minutes late is early, to be fair. That's true.
Finally, word came through that their train had pulled into the platform. Ollie, Elise, and their little one were in the station.
The targets.
Okay, right. It's go time.
With Ollie drawing in on the agreed location, the bald phalanx began to form.
Let's go. Okay, go for marry.
Go for Will. Go for Will. Hugh Elise's. It's go time. We're rolling.
There we go.
Me's get into place. Hugh Me's.
And with everyone ready in position, all we could do was wait for our signal. So it's time for Ollie to take it from here.
Well, I wanted to bring you here because I wanted to show you how much you really mean to me and how much of a great mum you are and how much you do for us. And I just wanted to say I love you, and so I only really have one question that I need to ask. Elise, will you marry me?
Elise, will you marry me? A simple question, but what was the answer?
Will you marry me?
Oh, so cute.
I can't do it. I'm bathing.
What did she say? She said yes.
Thank goodness for that. I had pulled off the most unique proposal ever.
I think it was a guy sweating and his letter was a little off. Yeah, here. Oh no.
The most unique proposal ever. Brought together.
That was very unique, yes. I would have never thought of doing something like this. Who comes up with this shit?
Love match for the ages.
So stressful.
But most importantly, I'd made 19 new friends.
Aww.
Having said that, I want my hair back. If you like that silliness, check out this video where I sailed my bark
I did
across
like
the
that
Atlantic Ocean.
silliness.
To my left, massive
bald
waves. To my right,
proposal.
massive waves.
Who would have thought about doing that? But where did he get the bald man? I don't remember if I heard where he said that he got them from.
Ordered 20 bald men from the internet and asked them to come to my
He
lair.
ordered them from the internet. He doesn't say where specifically. Is there a bald man web shop? Congrats to Elise and Ollie, though. I wish you two a happy marriage. Oh, this is Elise. I was in complete shock. It took my brain a minute to catch up on what had just happened. And now Ollie, thanks Max. This was so much fun. Thank you for your help. We were both so shocked, didn't know how to react. One for the memory book. Aww. The room being silent for all the bald jokes actually had me dying. I feel like if I was one of the bald men and he kept on saying the bad bald jokes, it honestly would have flown over my head. You could say this was a bald confession. I hope all the bald guys are invited to the wedding. I hope so too. The meeting with the bald men looked scary. They all had so serious faces and nobody reacted to the jokes or the funny plan. that? Or the people saying she didn't react? Oh, are people saying that? If you're in a situation, would you scream out of your lungs in panic, or would you be bewildered, intrigued, and forget about it to kiss your fiance? Honestly, I have a fear that if I would ever get proposed to, that I wouldn't have the reaction that people expect of me, and then they assume that I'm not happy about it while I just react differently. Like, everyone reacts differently, and I find it like really stupid that people have like certain expectations for how someone is supposed to react. Like, not everyone is gonna like fucking scream or whatever. Everyone is like different with that. I think your reaction was good. There's no bad reaction. And like she said herself, she was shocked. I get this though. It took her brain a minute to catch up. I think that's completely understandable. You see 20 bald men, and on their head is written, Elise, will you marry me? And then your fiance asks you to marry you. Your brain has to process that. Not everyone is just as quick to process what the f is happening. I wish them a lot of happiness. Yay! Hi! If you like the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel, so come join us sometimes. Bye!